my usual surroundings, the solway there. However, there is a plot twist. So some of you know that I have a Transit Connect fan, and some of you know that I quite like my camping. So what I decided to do is mix them both into the same thing. So as you can probably guess, I've made a Transit Connect mini camper. So I've just parked up at the solway. I'm going to camp here for the night, see how we get on with that. I'm just going to put a fucking jacket on because it is cold. And tonight's going to be an unusual one because for the first time ever, I'm going to be warm, dry. I'll give you guys a quick tour of this. I did check out quite a few videos myself on Transit Connect, and also I'm going to be doing a lot of camping videos from here, so you may as well see what I'm working with. The Transit Connect, nothing special at all. Really small, short wheelbase, and it's not the high top either. So first thing I did when I got the fan, it had a lot of leaks. So obviously I've cured them. Don't look the prettiest, but it does me. It doesn't leak. And all I did there was put this up, take the bulk board out and put that curtain up there. I say curtain, it's more a blanket, but it'll do for now. I will upgrade. I do plan to get a bigger fan, but this will do me for now. So for those that are interested in converting your Transit Connect, started off by painting the edges. Some of it has got dirty again, but it was an old fan. I didn't really care too much about the metal work inside. I will sell it like this, so it's not a problem. So basically I started by painting that, painting any metal that I could find, and that cleared that out. Boarding off there, and then I just put some old carpet cutouts on. Screwed them on rather than glued them on, so I could take them back off and change it if I need to be. Then I made these shelves. They're not the best shelves in the world, but they work and they do the job. I've had nothing slide off there yet. I have heard things banging about, and I think it led on to me doing the lino. It's just house lino. Put it down, glued it all in. Then I cut carpet, and it was time to build the base. And all I did was a frame, just like that, very simple to make. And on top of there, friend gave me a ply board with insulation there. So that was really helpful, and another friend gave me this that you see here, and it works absolutely perfect. So then it just led to me doing the speakers. I haven't got speakers in the front, so I wanted them there. And then it was kind of just getting bits that I already had and decorating it. So first aid box there, as you can see, I kind of need it. Some ornaments, some books to read. I've bought a gas stove from Halfords, and tonight I will be cooking Nando's. I've got all the butane gas for the gas stove that you saw there. Got some mushrooms, got a few beers for tonight. I got these earlier. I've got my camping ones, but they'll do for now. Some spices, and that just all nicely goes in there. Pots, pans, everything else that I need, and put that under there, and I can change that every time I go out. On top of that, I've got a light there, which I just hooked up to the USB device that we have down here, and I plug that in. Be light there, and I have an emergency light just in case I do need it. It's quite a small one actually, it just opens up. That'll do. So the roof as well, I just put some different colour carpet on. There is a white line there where I was going to put a strip light, but quite happy with the way it's turned out. Got a few ornaments, some stuff I already had. Headlight there, some coffee cups, some toiletries in there. I did put on my Instagram earlier, those that don't follow my Instagram, it's the Off-Grid Viking. I need a name for him. I've had one name already suggested, I quite like it. So we'll see what happens with that, but he's going to start coming on the adventures with us, and he's going to join this guy here. As you can see, me and Johnny went out on the last outing, sat quite close to the fire, and he actually still smells the fire, so I don't think them two will be hanging around with each other too much. Basically it, guys. It's a little speaker there for, I don't know, just whatever I need it for. But that's pretty much it. Not much else I can tell you. So tonight I am on the solway. I've wanted to camp this for absolutely ages, and you just saw that I was down that end on the last video. I've been wanting to do this for absolutely ages, so here I am finally. The board behind there has insulation, so it's going to do us quite well, and we'll see. Now the front, I can pull this curtain back if I want to, but I quite like the privacy of that. As you can tell, the weather is horrendous. Always is down here. So I'm probably not going to record too much of it. I'm going to go for a little stroll, take a little stroll down there, see what's going on, and then I've got the Nando chicken that I'm going to start cooking. Hungry, got a nice beer, and then I'm just going to enjoy the peaceful evening. Probably just make out Scotland over there. That's Gretna over here. Got Gretna. Oh. Got Gretna there, and then there. Brown house is there. And obviously it went down. If you watched the Metal Steps video, done quite an in-depth on that. So I'm just at a local spot here. I've actually just moved the van further up the road. Know quite a few people that way. Quite a few going past beeping the horn and that, so it's just going to be a quiet night. I'm not sure what's actually happened here. This is that place that I found the money coin. Looks like someone's dumped a lot of stuff, maybe. This beach is a bit quieter, high tide, so I know it can reach up here, but very much doubt it's going to do that tonight. So there's the old station where the old fire duct went to, and I've got the whole beach to myself, obviously, because it's bad weather. But so I've just got to camp up here tonight. There's no warnings. There's no anything there. It's fast-moving tides and sinking sand. So I've got everything set up. I'm going to have a mess about and take a walk, and then I'll catch up with you guys in a bit. So tonight, guys, we've got tortillas. I've got some chicken breast there. I've got some piri-piri. I've got the skillet. Skillet's going straight on there. Oh, lovely. And it fits perfect as well. We've got some mushrooms. We need a plate, and we need some gas. Ta-da. Perfect. Got a few herbs there. And that's us, so get some chicken on. So first time using one of these, actually, surprisingly, for the amount that I camp. The bigger ones have just had no practicality for me, because obviously I backpack quite a lot. So this is a new one for me. Let's get some cutlery gun down here. I can still smell the fire off the bottom of this pan. I love it. I love it. Some mushrooms in. I'm late to the party with this one, guys. If any of you guys know how long these these last? Comment down below, let me know. So I've just got some mixed spice ground spice. Good thing with this being a camper now, I can just put everything in the back and just take off and sort it all out when I get home. Before I would have had to pack it all away, got it all out at home, make sure the fans are all right for work again, and this way I don't have to bother with all that. So looking pretty good there. I'm just going to put a bit of this peri-peris in. I didn't want to open it like that, but bother it. Think that's enough? Bother it. I think this is a great combo, the burner with the skillet pan. Obviously the skillet pan retains the heat all over, even cooking, nothing sticks to it. And with that underneath, it just sort of right size as well. Let that sizzle off for a bit. I'll get some of these ready. I mean, there is going to be smells on the curtain and the carpet maybe. Could have thought about that, but a bit of Febreze will clean it out. And I know next time what I'm probably going to do is this doorway, I'm probably going to have a shelf come off there so it does go all the way up. And also I'm probably going to put a tarp on the top end of that, so it just clips onto the door here and here and onto the roof, so that that bit is actually going to cut off. Give me so much more room. So we're nearly ready, so let's see how this peri-peri tastes. First time ever trying peri-peri. Trying Nando's. Alright. Let's try a bit of these mushrooms. Okay. One more bit. Let's have a look. All right. I'm one of these people where I don't just like follow the trends and stuff like that. And I've completely missed Nando's, but some people say I'm missing a lot. Some people swear that it's not that great. Yeah, look. Get a skillet pan, they said. What fun, they said. Thing is, I don't even feel like I'm camping. It's and if you're wondering what that wall is behind me, I've moved into a farmer's yard right on just off the solway. Reason being because it is quite high tide today, so me being on that coast, it's probably going to come inland quite a bit. And I don't fancy having a boat rather than a camper van, so let's get one of these rolled up. As I say, I haven't brought any sauce unless I'm cooking like something like a proper set meal. I don't really bother with the sauce. Same with quite a lot of things. I don't butter my bread, but I eat it if someone else has buttered it. I'm going to finish the rest of this. I'm gonna open a beer. It's 7:15 now, so I'm late eating, but I'm probably gonna get in the back of there, have a little read. I'm not used to the camper fan, so in terms of what I can do, there's so many options because I'm dry, but with my tent I'm set into that motion. I know exactly what I'm doing, and I've got to get dry, I've got to do this, I've got to do that. But with this, what is your oyster? So yeah, finish the rest of this and I shall see you guys a little bit later on. First impressions of the fan is I like it. I've noticed the floor's got a little bit dirty. You can probably see it there. As soon as I got in, I have got my plimsolls on as such, but I'm not fussed about that. That's why I put a bit of lino down, and the carpet is there to get dirty. So use this little light for the time being. I've got USB down there, but no, I can't take it. It's magnetic, I think. No, it's not. That's better. So, shelf's a bit close to my head, but it's not to worry because I am sat up against the car chair. I can put that car chair forward, the front seat. The long wheelbases, I don't think you have to do with them. This is a short wheelbase fan. So later on, I'll probably put that forward, and this blanket that I'm on now, or this cushion, sorry, does overlap and go backwards. So it's cushy, quite like it. That side, I didn't have enough space for the cushions, so they kind of just got thrown there, but I can put them in the front if I needed space. I'm not going to be using that door tonight, so I'm quite happy with that. Realise that I don't really need that carpet whatsoever, so that is going to go because otherwise it'll just get dirty. Beer, read a couple of books, edit some things on my phone. Quite content with it all, I'm happy. I have moved off the coastline, like I say, because the tide is coming in. I did check the tide, but I checked the tide times, I didn't check how high they were going to be, so that place where I was parked up, 9 times out of 10 it comes over that point, so I'm not bothering with all that. I've just moved off the coastline into a farmer's yard that I know, and again I'm just going to test the fan. That's what you get with the doors open. Like I say, I could put a tarp across there, probably do that in the future, but for a first camp and for something that literally only took about 16 hours total to make, I could quite happily sleep in this quite often. In fact, I will be. So with the doors closed, I kind of wish that I had carpeted that, but there's always room. I was actually going to put some doors in, windows. But it's actually pretty cozy. It cuts off that area, obviously, and shortens the whole thing, but I don't need much more. You can see here, doors are shut, and I've still got all this room here, and I think this is probably the better way to have if you're deciding to I'm shouting out to all the Connect drivers that want to transfer into a camper. I think this is the best design because you can move along. Just put you guys there. You can move along and still grab bits. You could even have a table here maybe, or I don't know, whatever you decide to put in your own one. But if you had a window here and that open, sorry, or this side open, or even a tray up there, there's so many different options. So I've had people ask me already, can you lay down comfortably? Now, my feet are currently touching the door and my head is on the back of my chair rest here. But if I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do it from this angle. I might be able to. Yeah. So if I now flick this chair forward, That's it now gone forward. That gives me extra. You can probably see that. So that's given me that extra space there. And obviously with pillows. Now that is a bit low. That could do with going up, but overall. Now I turn a lot during the night. I always have done. I've done that in hammocks. I've done that in tents. I do it at home. Oh. I'll show you guys that. He's coming on a lot of ventures with us. Sweet. Oh, and this guy. So yeah. Oh. Now the fan doesn't rock around as much as I thought it would. I'm quite happy with that. It's not as comfortable as my hammock, but because of the bed, it's more comfortable than my tent setup. Because I currently use the Berghaus, so the Berghaus is quite a thin pad, but that's because I'm saving weight as well. The strip's in now. Probably can't see it because it's glowing. I'll just turn this one off. I'll just show you the light on this side, and it just hooks straight into my USB down there. So everything's going to be neat and quite like the back of it. Not sure if I've cleaned that one out, so we're going to give that one a miss tonight. We're just going straight from the wall. I've got my sleeping bag off the floor. There's a lot of stuff underneath, so there's no drag. Insulated board, and it's nice thick. Live. So it's currently what's 10. Just been reading, catching up on a bit of social media and whatever else. So I'm probably going to hit my sack soon. The temperature has dropped a bit. I can feel it. I'm not going to bullshit. I can feel it a bit, but I haven't got my sleeping bag out yet. So once that's out and I'm in it, it'll be warm as out. And worst case is I'll turn the heater on in the front for about 20 minutes. I've seen a mod that you can do where you attach a hose, some sort of adaptability bit, but you basically, where the air vent is in your car in the front, you have a hose and it comes through to the back. So you can straight off the air vent all the way into the back, and then you turn your heating on and it blasts it through the back for a little bit. So there's a little hack, but I won't be bothering with none of that tonight. I'm quite happy cold camping, and this is a step up from there. So it's quite homely. I had a really good night, so I'm going to finish this beer and I'm going to call it a night, and I shall see you guys in the morning. I am at work in the morning, so this is an overnight camp. If you haven't already, subscribe to my channel. There's going to be loads more coming in terms of builds, in terms of places that I'm going to go to, a lot more castles, a lot more camping. And now that I've got the camper van, a lot more locations. Once I get the bigger camper van, I'll be doing the Scotland route. But I've got loads of stuff in the pipeline, friends that want to go camping, and different stuff going on. So give it a follow. You guys enjoy the content that I give. If there is anything that you'd like to see, please comment down below. I'm around Dumfries and Galloway and all around the borders, to be honest. Do you know what bugs me about this Snug Pack Elite that I've got? Absolutely brilliant in terms of warmth and durability, everything else is absolutely perfect with it. I can't fault it. But you've got the hood, obviously, in your leg. This goes on the back of your head. Oh yeah, don't know if you can see there. So you got the hood here, and the sip is always on the left. That kind of bugs me. It's something that I never really thought of before buying one. You can actually get it on the opposite side, but it's always an I can't turn it that way because then the hood would be over my head rather than under my head. So I have to get in that side, which means that I have to undo it to get it right over. The thing with this snug pat is to get extra warmth, especially if you're shorter as well. You can clip these up and it brings that footwell further up, so there's less cold air gathering at the bottom. Morning. Well, I'm going to be honest about sleep. It was the most comfiest bed I've slept on for a while. It's the right width. It's perfect thickness. And I do this when I sleep in the hammock. If I go out for 2 nights, the first night I toss and turn all the time. I do it with the tent. It's a new place that I sleep in. My body just turns and turns and turns, so I kept waking up quite often, but I did have quality sleep in between, so it's not a bad night's sleep. It's just getting used to this bed, getting used to the new sleeping area, sleeping position. I don't know what the fuck I'm trying to say. I went to sleep last night and I woke up this morning and it was good. Get all my kit squared away, and then head to work. Who remembers this stuff? So that's everything back to where it was. Carpet's a little bit dirty, but overall, didn't really have any condensation whatsoever. I think there was a little bit on here. Spotted it this morning, but that's all I'm getting. There you go, little speckles, which I think is this bit of roof here, along the corner there. So that's got to be sorted out, but overall, I mean, there's none on the door, there's none on the floor whatsoever. It worked well. Thanks for watching. Subscribe. And I think I may have spotted breakfast right there. Nah, I'm playing. It's another successful night. I am still waking up, so I'm just about to go get a coffee and then I'm off to work. I will see you guys in the next video.